When it comes to treating depression, knowing exactly where to get help and what the specific goals are can completely change the recovery process. Today, we are breaking down the clinical blueprint used to manage depression, so make sure you watch until the end because the specific indicators for when someone needs immediate hospital admission are crucial to know. First, let us talk about the locus or where the treatment actually happens. The golden rule in medicine is that a patient should always be treated in the setting that is the least restrictive, yet the safest and most effective. Because of this, most people dealing with mild to moderate depression can be managed safely in outpatient care, allowing them to stay in their community. But what exactly are the clinical goals once treatment starts? This brings us to the focus, which is divided into three critical phases. The first is the acute phase, lasting anywhere from 8 to 16 weeks. The primary objectives here are addressing immediate safety concerns, selecting the right evidence based treatment, and achieving symptomatic remission. Once the symptoms are under control, we enter the continuation phase, which lasts between 4 and 9 months. The goal here is simple but vital: consolidate the remission and prevent a relapse. Following this is the maintenance phase, spanning 6 to 24 months. During this time, the focus shifts to completely restoring functioning and quality of life while preventing recurrence. For those with recurrent depression, this phase can become long term. Throughout this entire journey, patients and caregivers must be actively consulted to ensure the treatment plan is continuously re-evaluated and modified as needed. However, while outpatient care is ideal, there are times when inpatient hospital admission is absolutely required. Doctors look for specific indications where outpatient care becomes unsafe. These include severe depression with psychosis, the presence of suicidal or homicidal behavior, a refusal to eat that leads to severe malnutrition, depression with catatonia, or when other serious physical or psychiatric conditions complicate the situation. So, understanding this roadmap helps take the confusion out of mental health treatment. If you found this clinical breakdown helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe for more health explanations. And let me know in the comments which phase of treatment you think requires the most support.